You know that happiness is a choice, don't you? Where you walk, where you stand, and where you sit has something to do with your happiness. Let me explain. God gave the psalmist David a powerful message in Psalm number 1. I encourage you to go and read it later. It talks about the blessed person. The word blessed in this psalm is defined from the original Hebrew as happy. Here's what God says. Number 1, blessed or happy is the man, the person, who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, the wicked. 2, happy is the person who does not stand in the way or the path that sinners are walking on. The happy person just doesn't live that way anymore. 3, happy is the person who does not sit in the seat of the scornful or the scoffers. Some people just seem to find fault and are critical of almost everything. Then God explains the decision that brings delight or happiness to this person. This person makes a decision to meditate in the law of the Lord day and night. As a Christian, that's a good starting point. Then God says 4 things about this happy person who makes this decision. Number 1, he will be like a tree planted by rivers of water. Or, in other words, he will have spiritual and emotional nourishment. 2, he brings forth fruit in season, or his life will be productive. 3, his leaf does not wither, or he exemplifies life. And 4, whatever he does prospers, or his life is not a failure. Then God explains that the wicked do not share in this happiness. They will not stand in the same judgment as this happy person. They will not be in the congregation or the assembly of the righteous in heaven, because God knows the way of the righteous. But he says the way of the sinner, the ungodly, the wicked will perish. There are a lot of people who are angry. Anger and happiness don't go together. A well-known Christian psychologist says the reason a person becomes angry is because they are not getting their way. We're living in an angry world. The Bible says, be angry and sin not. And don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Let me share with you how anger progresses and see if it is an indicator of whether anger is taking you to a place you really don't want to be. Here's the progression. Anger leads to resentment, and resentment leads to bitterness, and bitterness leads to personal failure and self-destruction. You're not truly happy if you have anger in your heart towards someone. If you do, ask God to forgive you and then go make it right with that person, whoever it is that you might be angry with. We need to get to the place of the person who has decided they have made the choice to delight in and meditate on the laws of God, because that choice produces happiness. Be blessed.